Yo, 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 what is up? OCD Mikey Hi-Fi Guy here for an edition of the Mikey Show. And welcome, everybody. Welcome to my show. Welcome to my world. Welcome to my trip. It's a pretty good one. So hope you can join. We got some fun stuff coming up today. I'm wearing my shades. What do you guys call these? The Paul Stanleys? I don't know what they'd be called, man, but they're pretty badass. And so I'm wearing them just for the heck of it because I want to. So look, people are already already filling up with the title of today. Today is the guilty pleasures, your guilty pleasures of music. Okay, this is music that you like to listen to that you don't really tell people that you like it, right? It doesn't really come. Sometimes you can kind of slip a song in and then look at your buddy, and then if he's into it, you're into it, which is typically the case when I listen with Big John, anyways. Um, uh, but I definitely know what mine are, and these are the songs or the bands that you listen to that you're like, I feel a little. For me, it's like I feel a little gay liking this shit, right? Whatever it is, like, and I'll tell you what it is, but it's it's funny. It's like, okay, or nerdy, you know, fully. Okay, so Maurice was first. We're giving you props. We're giving Maurice props for being first. Yes, buddy, you get the props. SA says, Mikey, hey, Tribe, you're guilty. Guilty. My guilty music pleasure is listening to vintage porno movie music on loop while working on vehicles household. Yard work, very zen for some strange reason. What do you got? You got like a vintage porn soundtrack? Bow, chicka, bow, bow. I can't stand that music. It's the worst music. While you're working, while you're tugging on wrenches. He listens to vintage porn while he's tugging on wrenches, while he's grabbing onto shovel handles, and he's doing housework too. When he wears his French maid outfit. Hey, Mikey, what's up? AAE, good to see you, brother. Hey, folks, Oregon in the house. What up, Tommy? The Lenny Kravitz shades. Okay, that's what you get. You getting Lenny from this? Cool. Hey, Mikey, can you say hello to my daughters, Shannon and Jennifer? Of course I can. Hi, Shannon. Hi, Jennifer. How are you, girls? Hope you're enjoying the show so far. You've got a great dad. I like your dad. Hope you two love him as well. And I hope you're learning about audio and music from him. I'm sure he's teaching you about some great bands from back in the day that maybe you think are bands for old guys, but they're still pretty good stuff. So welcome, Shannon and Jennifer. Oates, good to see you. Guilty pleasures, Phantom of the Opera. Okay, look at that. Show tunes. Okay. There you go. Okay, so I could say Grease. I got chills that are multiplying. I don't even know the words. It's electrifying. Cause I need a man to do. You're the one that I love. The one that I love. Woo, 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 woo. Okay, so there you go. I like that shit. I'll dance to that. Play that on a dance floor and Mikey's a dancing fool. Forget about it. You know? Stevie Wonder, Mikey. Yeah, did Stevie wear shades like this? Mon chéri amour, pretty da-na-da-na-da. I don't know so many lyrics, but I know the tunes. I'm not a lyric guy. I'm more of a melody guy. You know, some people know all the lyrics. I know the melodies. Guilty pleasure, bashing Danny at GR. I'm not bashing Danny, man. Again, Danny's a good guy. I'm bashing the silly channels that do just, clickbait for you all. That's what I'm bashing, is the stupidity, how useless the videos are. The videos don't really teach anything important. It's just silly grovel, or just not drivel. That's what I'm looking for. It's just like, it's not important stuff, you know? Danny's fine, man. It's just, I'll tease anybody that does this, the face, ooh, and then all the capital letters and the clickbait title, and all the shit. I'll tease any YouTube monkey that does that shit, because they deserve it, because it's stupid. It's like, oh, really? You're hooking the lemmings? Is that your game? Hooking lemmings, hooking bozos, like whatever, hooking children. I mean, how do you get 50,000 views, 60,000 views? Because it's kids, and you're using stupid faces and stupid titles and all that shit to get kids, So yeah, I'm gonna make fun of it. So it's like the Jerry Springer show of music. Totally. That would be great, man. It would be awesome. What up, Brent? Brent, actually, I'm giving Brent I'm giving you the not the cred. What's the word I'm looking for? The credit. I'm giving Brent the credit because it was his idea. We were talking about guilty pleasures today while I was driving, and we were talking, and I said, dude, I'm going to wait until a little later what I like, and he said, oh my God, I love those guys, like that's not, and I'm like, dude, it's so like okay, I'll give you one of them. Okay. Devo. I totally like Devo. That is proof to you that I'm a nerd, that I like Devo, because Devo's complete geek rock, nerd rock. But Devo was great, man. It was performance art. It was weird. It was a philosophy mixed with music, mixed with performance art, and it was about de-evolution of the human. And they got it way before, it happened. So Devo was great. Jocko Homo, Pink Pussycat, just cool shit, cool music, totally off the beaten path, Black Sheep music, weird stuff. And I loved it. It was great. We all did in high school. Or not, this was in high school. This is in like 8th grade, 7th grade, 8th grade. Hey, Mikey from Southern Arizona. What's up? Holy amazing alien. Is that Bob Domalina? Is that Bob Dodds? Bob Dobbs? Is that his name, Bob Dobbs? Anybody seen Church of the Subgenius? Just look up Church of the Subgenius. It's whacked out. Dope Throne or Weed Eater usually clears the place out. Electric Wizard is great too. Sounds like stuff that I would like. We had music that we would play that was to clear out the record store. I worked at a record store in LA, in Venice Beach, Penny Lane Records and Tapes. And when we wanted to clear the store, we had certain records. We'd use Partridge Family was one of our favorites. Diamanda Gallus we'd use. John Zorn we would use. And I can't remember the others, but it was great. Oh, shit. Look at Christian. Embarrassingly, it's Taylor Swift for me, as Christian shows himself the door. I was just talking about it. I've got a good buddy that I grew up with that that likes Taylor Swift. And I'm like, dude, what? Like, are you kidding me? He's like, no, dude, she's totally hot. I'm like, oh, okay. You're my buddy. You get a pass. It's all good. Whatever people are into, it's all okay. But that is a kind of a funny one. But good for you, man. You're a Swiftie? Hey, Mike, the digital section on the website isn't up yet. The Nagret MPS streamers show up by search. Okay, so I'm gonna need to tell that. Someone else said that today. Let's see. Hang on. The digital source section on the site. Please fix this. Thanks. Okay, cool. So it should be fixed. If she doesn't do it now, she'll do it tomorrow. Nikki Vanilli is a guilty pleasure. What's that? Like Milli Vanilli? I don't care who sang or played at good music for the 80s. What is Nikki Vanilli? I don't even know. Do you mean Milli Vanilli? In all seriousness, though, Michael Jackson. Michael Jackson's a king of pop, dude. Hey, these could be Michael Jackson glasses, couldn't they? Michael Jackson is the king of pop, dude. You can't diss Michael Jackson any way, shape, or form. If you like Michael Jackson, you got to give respect, regardless. If you're a music person, you know that Michael Jackson is killer, so you give respect. That's all there is to it. Milli Vanilli. Yeah, okay, yeah. So Milli Vanilli, I don't do. Rob and Fab. Dude, weren't they lip syncing anyways? The Grease soundtrack is great. Yes, totally fun. Total danceable. Okay, look, there's one of my other ones, Wes. Wes is one at Duran Duran, one of my guilty pleasures. I love Duran Duran. And yeah, they were kind of faggy, especially when I was into them, But you know what? Back in the day, everything was a little faggy and we didn't really realize it. Like even the straight shit was faggy. Like look at Poison, dude. I mean, my God, you look at some of those glam rock things and you're like, dude, they were fully in drag and we thought it was mach. We thought it was cool. Like those are the cool dudes, man. In a weird way, though, we didn't want to wear makeup, right? It was like, okay, they can wear it and they're cool, but it wasn't like we were trying to copy them and wear makeup and hairspray, maybe a little hairspray, but not the makeup part, which is funny. Yeah, so Duran Duran is one of my guilty pleasures. And you want to hear what the other one is? The Go-Go's. Frickin' Go-Go's, dude. We got the beat. We got the beat. We got the beat. Yeah, we got the beat. I would dance to that. You play that on the dance floor, I'm out there acting a fool. I don't care, man. It's fun shit. It's like good time party music. I can't help it. So that's guilty pleasure. That's what I told Brent earlier today. I was like, yeah, it's Go-Go's and Devo. And there's probably some Madonna in there. Early Madonna was pretty cool and fun. I just think, man, the Go-Go's was like, if you liked the Go-Go's when you were in 10th grade, the girls liked the Go-Go's, right? So it was like, you're like singing it with all the girls, with their little lipstick and their leather jackets and shit. You're like, yeah, I'm into it, right? I'm cool, right? Because I like the music you like. But actually, even if it wasn't that, Go-Go's is fun shit. And B-52s, love the B-52s. Like what great party music, Totally awesome. Good stuff. To compensate for listening to Taylor Swift, immediately afterwards, I put on Tool. It's the Chaser. It's the Chaser. That's so funny. Chaser. I've got one that I put every once in a while. It's Propane. And that stuff is so hard. Dude, it's like serious intensity in 10 cities. Yeah. Happy belated birthday, guilty pleasure, Bobby Cowboy Tunes. I love Bobby Cowboy Tunes, dude. What does it come from the West Texas? I went to the West Texas town of El Paso, and there I met a Mexican girl. Dum da dum da dum da dum dum. You want to know how gay I am? When I'm listening to that at a Dead show or somewhere where they're playing it, I do a Spanish what are they called with the castanets? I do that dance to El Paso. And it's funny. I'm like, fuck it. I feel like a Spanish conquistador or whatever. And I start doing the fake castanets, hands up like this, dun 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 dun. What the hell? I can't. I went, look, you got to have fun. If you're out at the dance floor and they're playing, then That's it. You're just going to have fun. Guilty pleasure. Dr. Sebastian's guilty pleasure is Danny's high school gym shorts, the dolphin shorts. Weren't those called dolphin shorts? Hey, man, if you've got good legs and you're a runner, show them off. Go for it, Big Daddy. Guilty pleasure. Charlie Small's 1975 original Broadway cast recording of The Wiz, starring Stephanie Mills. I'll take off the glasses. I like them too, but I'm going to see if our numbers are suffering. We've got 51 viewers right now. It's a little slow. Maybe people are coming to the thing and going, look at that dude with the glasses, man. Douchey. And then they flip off. Devo has an amazing sound. It's great, man. It's like, I don't know. I mean, it's not punk rock, you know. They kind of claimed, well, they didn't, but like other people might have classified it back then. So that was they were amazing. Pet Shop Boys again, totally, bro. Totally. Yep. Who's gonna say Culture Club? Who's gonna admit to liking Boy George? Let's see who that is. I bought Jane's Psycom bootlegs at Penny Lane in Venice in 1990. Holy shit, bro. Okay, so 1990. I wasn't there until 86, 87, 88. Shit, dude. You might have been there when I was there. 86, 87, 88, 89, 90. I was there in either 90 or 91. I worked there for a couple of years. You definitely would have bought from guys that I worked with at Penny Lane. So yeah, it's still there, dude. I think it's still there. Got to give Bob Dobbs some slack. You know Bob Dobbs. Guilty pleasure is Root Boy Slim and the Sex Change Band. Oh boy, that sounds like punk rock. That sounds like Plasmatics or something. I get the Plasmatics vibe off that. You need the white glove to go with those glasses, no doubt, dude. I know. I would have to have a white glove. Look, we're already up to 61, so it must be working. Back in the day, I was embarrassed to listen to the Bee Gees. Bee Gees rock, dude. That's another one. Love Bee Gees, and I love disco music, right? Like, disco music is corny, and it was so uncool back in the day. Remember Disco Sucks stickers and all that? Like, people were all up in, like, you know, disco's lame. But disco is awesome. And talk about dance music. Like, that is some dancing stuff. You know, Bee Gees is epic, bro. What's the tune I'm thinking of? Here we are. Standing in the light. It's from Spirits Having Flown, Spirits Having Flown, or something like that, whatever that album is. Spirits Have Flown, Spirits Having Flown. Room Full of Mirrors. In a room full of mirrors. They're talking about Coke mirrors. Standing in the light. Maybe they're talking about the disco ball. Or the rooms, all they had mirrors on all the walls. It's killer. If you haven't heard Room Full of Mirrors by Bee Gees off Spirits Having Flown, check that out. It's badass. And play it in your car stereo where you've got too much bass, you know, where you can just jam it. Standing in the light. Da, 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 now. Da, 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 da. It's good shit, man. It's like we don't have anything like that anymore. Twisted Sister. We're not going to take it. Oh boy. I don't know. We got into that back in the day, but I don't know that I could welcome D the Donkey back into my brain, dude. Oh my God. But he was not even really in drag. Like Poison was truly in drag. They were looking pretty. D was just looking like a freak with makeup on. Like that wasn't even realistic makeup. You know, that was like full tilt, you know, horror, you know, show. Like it's great though. Cardi B is my guilty pleasure. Oh shit. Okay. So my same boy that likes Taylor Swift also loves Cardi B. And he says because she's such a dirty little piglet. He loves her because she's a dirty little piglet. Those are his words. I'm like, okay, dude, whatever floats your boat, bro. Speaking of The Smiths completely slap. Okay, cool, man. That's one that I know about, but I've never really sat and listened to the Smiths. Which album should I which album would you tell me to if I was to if you wanted to turn me on to the Smiths, which album would I listen to? Tell me the album or the song even if you can get it down. Cool guy. Hello Mikey. What's up? Cool. Any chance to check out the new Mustang GYD? Certainly not inexpensive. No, I have not. I have not. I'm not in a car buying mode. Um, yeah, and I got a friend here who really is a Mustang guy. He's got some Roush. He's got a Roush Cobra, and then he's got a it's a Superformance or Roush. It's Superformance, but Roush did it or something like that. It was a SEMA car, like it's signed by Roush, Jack Roush. And then he's got like some GT 500s. He bought 3 of them and then put them away. Like these are going to be classic V8 examples at one point, and he bought them and stashed them. I'm like, dude, let's go drive the cars, man. But we haven't. So I don't know about the Mustang if it's typically not a Ford guy, but unless it's trucks. But I would check it out. Duran Duran was huge. Girls love them. Totally, dude. You guys would have laughed. If you saw me in high school, bro, in junior high, especially, that was it, junior high, I wore Duran Duran clothes. I wore double-breasted, snap-down, long-sleeve shirts, baggy Gerbeau jeans that were baggy, that had snaps on the bottom so they could go inside my leather ankle boots that had that were like scrunched down ankle boots that had like, they're kind of like pirate boots, you know what I mean? And then I have my hair short on the sides and then long bangs down to one side. I used to put mousse and wear polo cologne and try and scam beef. That's what we called it. Try and be all cute and like shit, like new wave or whatever, and try and get some chicky poos. They were like kind of like the gothy ones, or whatever, or like the 80s chicks, the ones, the bob. I love the bob where it went down, where one side is longer than the other and it comes up at an angle. That was like my favorite hairdo, and then shorter on one side, longer on the other, where it comes down. And there was this one girl that had that haircut, and she was like kind of quiet and gothy a little bit, not hardcore black lipstick or anything like that, but just, oh, dude, untouchable for me. Like I definitely didn't have the game or the balls or the chutzpah or whatever to go up and talk to her. Saw Devo live in the early 80s at a little club in Dallas on New Year's Eve. Damn, dude. Got close to the stage. Great show. They wore the red planner hats and played. Those are called energy domes, and played the hits. Crowd loved it. Of course, dude. I saw a documentary of Devo the other night and nobody was dancing. They were all just standing looking at Devo. I'm like, dude, how can you be standing? I would have been bouncing like a pogo stick, like, and just like, just wigging out, I mean, it's music that you wig out to. You just bounce around and just shove people or whatever, or just like have fun, Rocky Horror Picture Show soundtracks. Okay. That's your guilty pleasure, Davey? Hey, Mikey, any chance you check? Yeah, we saw that. Okay. The Go-Go's. Do you know why the Go-Go's were all virgins? Because our lips are sealed. Oh, shit. Their lips are sealed. Yep. Okay. There's an old joke. That's classic. That's good. A song called Popcorn by Hot Butter. That's cool. That sounds like soul. I'm thinking of Isaac Hayes' Hot Buttered Soul. Saw B-52's Cosmic Thing tour. Give me some of that good stuff. Good stuff. Everybody was up dancing for the whole concert. How could you not be? They had that place rocking. Of course, the B-52s rock. They're totally just it's party fun time music. Like totally fun. B-52's Private Idaho. Totally. What a great tune. How can you not just jump around? I mean, that's just jumping around music, Air Supply. Oh, shit. Really? That's your guilty? Now the night has come. Now the night has gone away. Remember that? Leo, what is that guy's name? Leo Sayer or something like that? Um, Air Supply, fro. Dude had the total fro and probably tight potato pants. All those guys had those tight freaking white potato pants that came up like high, and then they had the full tilt tater off on one side. Oh, dude, so funny. Oh my God. And the big fro, and then like a tank top, and the hair, oh, the hairy chest, so funny. You love Culture Club. Do you really? Shut up, Steve. Steve loves disco. I know you love disco, so maybe you do love Boy George. Which tunes though? Like I'll tumble for you. No, that's not my groove, really. And then Karma, Chameleon, not really. I mean, I get it, but I don't. Violent Femmes always got the party going for sure. Violent Femmes was a project that was supposed to be art and music and what was it? It was art, Andy Warhol, music, the band, and I think it was Eno. Was Eno in Violent Femmes? Um, it was a thing, a culmination. They were trying to create something. Devo knew them and shit like that. I learned about it in the Devo. KC and the Sunshine Band is freaking awesome, bro. I mean, shake, 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 shake your booty. That's some good ass shit, bro. I mean, dance floor craze, man. Dude, we're gonna have the best freaking tribe parties. We're not gonna play stupid shit. We're gonna play disco music and everybody's gonna shake it down. Vanity 6 is a major guilty pleasure. Oh shit. Basically, it's Prince song Nasty Girl. Okay, yeah. Vanity, I know, was part associated with him. I don't know the story, but I have to check it out. R.E. Penny Lane. My grandmother lived on Mindanao in Marina del Rey, and I was obsessed with the boardwalk. Jane's and Penny Lane. I think it closed down a long time ago. It could have. The owner was Steve Bixler, and he started Rhino Records, or he bought Rhino Records and then built it, and he probably sold Penny Lane. He probably sold Rhino and made some dough. He married wealthy, and then he bought a store, and then he was off to the races. Yeah, I lived in Venice, man. I lived in Venice and worked in Venice. I lived on 3rd in Indiana. And I rode a Honda CB360 for 2 years. It was my only source of transportation. Kick started that thing every single time. It always started first kick, and a 73 Honda CB360. And that's what I drove. It was embarrassing. I used to drive that thing so drunk. I remember one night going home in Venice from a party, one eye in it. I had to cover my eye and had my right hand was on the throttle. My left hand was covering an eye so that I could see straight. Otherwise, my eyes were crossing like I was too hammered. And then I got to my where I lived, and there was a gate at the back. It was a chain link fence that had a chain through it, And I'd usually stop. The bike would be idling, and I'd reach over the handlebars and unlock the padlock, push it open, drive in, and then close it. And I'm sitting here, and I pull up to the padlock, and I'm reaching over the bars trying to unlock it, and I'm hammered, and I fall over to the right side. Boom, break the blinker in the mirror, and I'm like, ah, shit. I pick it up, and it goes right over to the left side. Like it didn't even stop in the middle. I just went right over to the other side. Bam, broke the other blinker, the other mirror. I was like, oh my God. I pulled it back up, and then I got in, and I was like, I'm way too hammered to be driving. I can't do this. That was the night I was driving like this. Not a pretty picture. I was living in an RV in someone's yard, in a bodybuilder chick's yard, Kim. And she was an ex bodybuilder from Milwaukee that had moved to Venice Beach. She used to walk a Black Panther when she was all ripped and doing in her the peak of her bodybuilding. She had a Black Panther and she'd walk it down Venice Beach on a chain, a freaking Black Panther, and they took it away from her because it was, you can't have the exotic pets. That was back in the day. My other guilty pleasure was seeing Taylor Swift era's tour in a Dolby theater. As an audiophile and videophile, it was some of the best 4K and Atmos I've ever heard. Okay, there you go, man. People are getting a little more loose. Who wears panties? Beyonce, it's recorded extremely well. Okay, there Andrews come. Motorcycle racer likes Beyonce. Okay, sweet. George Michael, that's another good one. George Michael is freaking phenomenal singer. Man, like what was that solo album? Tears to a Child, or like no like a whisper to a child, not Faith. Faith was man, there was a solo album, and there's an album, and the song, and I think it's something about Tears to a Child or something like that. It's like the most heartfelt song. It just rips your heartstrings, and it's beautiful. He's amazing singer, really good. The Smiths are awesome. Meat is Murder. Okay, so that's the one. Meat is Moida. Smiths, How Soon Is Now was the big hit. Okay. Turn Me On, Dead Man. Turn Me On, Dead Man. Saw They Might Be Giants at a small club in Dallas. 80s, pretty cool. Got super close, and they didn't even have a raised stage, just used a corner of the building and surrounded by the crowd. Cool, man. That's awesome. Who saw Jimi Hendrix? Anybody watching saw Jimi Hendrix? Okay, I'll admit it. He's going to admit it. What is it? Taylor Swift. We got another Swiftie. Look at him with his 1911 tucked away and his Taylor Swift taste. Proud of you. Proud of you. We got a couple, man. Ecstasy, XTC was a great 80s band. So was INXS. Yes, right. INXS was very successful, man. They had some strong hits. Concerning which Smiths albums to start, I'd recommend Louder Than Bombs. Okay, cool. I'll start there. Missing Persons. That was cool. That's a cool band, though. There's nothing guilty pleasure about that. That was a killer band. Is Sade considered a guilty pleasure? I don't think so. We all sort of know that's the stuff that you throw on when you're with your woman, man, and it's dark, and you light some candles, and you pour some wine, and you warm up the massage oil, you warm up the Diddy oil, and then you get to put the Sade on, man, and then you get going. ABBA, totally killer. That's awesome. That's disco era. Love ABBA, man. Like what great stuff from Scandinavia, man. They really they did a great job. And Carpenters too. Well, I know they're not comparable, but it reminded me of Carpenters. Carpenters is pretty good too, man. Carpenters totally reminds me of being a kid. Like it is. I just feel like a little kid. I remember hearing that on the radio in my parents' car. So and ABBA too. B-52s is high art. It is, dude. Give me some of that good stuff, man. Quiche the Poodle was her name. Designer jeans with appliques on it. Party Shack, Love Shack, baby. Love Shack. It was good stuff, man. It is great. The English Beat, little reggae, little ska. Yeah, English Beat was killer, man. That stuff's legit. Ska. Definitely dig it. Adam Ant, definitely. I was into the Adam and the Ants. And that guy was definitely dolled up. Prince Poppycock, dude. Totally. Okay, you will hate me. Alan Parsons. No way, dude. Alan Parsons is great. Wouldn't want to be like you. Oh, I don't know what you do. Bump, bump. My buddy was telling me the song that when he was pissed at his dad, he would jam that song. So his dad could hear it. Like when his dad would banish him to his room, he'd go in his room and crank up his Marantz and Klipsch and play Wouldn't Want to Be Like You. And that was he's trying to send his dad a message. The Church. Yeah. Are you talking about the band The Church? Or are you saying like Culture Club, a song called Time? Okay. Have to check that out. Till Tuesday. There you go. Welcome Home album. Amy Mann was a quirky fox. No doubt. There was a handful of them, man. Remember like Tori Amos too, and like Cyndi Lauper was a little too quirky, man. She was probably a little too much. She was kind of over the top. But there was a handful. Go-Go's were hot. There was a handful. You know, it was that era, man, where the vixen, the sexy vixen singer was like popular. We were talking about mastering the last couple of streams. Yes, I've been impressed that Billie Eilish and her brother Phineas recorded 2 near audiophile quality platinum albums in a bedroom. Isn't that crazy? I didn't know they recorded it in a bedroom. I wonder what they used. Do you know what they used as gear? Like, what did they record to? Pussycat and Dr. Hook are great also. Cool. Dr. Hook, man. Yeah, I was listening to Dr. John the other day. Was it Dr. John? No, it was Leon Russell. Don't really get Dr. John. It's kind of too New Orleans for me. But is Dr. Hook, I'll have to check out because I know they were popular. And then Pussycat, I'm not familiar with. I'm thinking of Pussycat Dolls, and I know that's not what you're talking about. And then there's Faster Pussycat. I saw Alan Parsons a year ago in Peachtree City, still ongoing. Eric, where the hell are you, dude? You've got a last name like you're in freaking Norway or some shit. But are you here? And if you're here, why haven't you come to my crib, dude? What's up? What's the matter with you? What's the difference between 570 and 570M aside from the orientation of the woofers? That's it. That's it. Morris Day and the Time. Yo, that's killer shit. That's the bomb, dude. That's some funk, man. I love funk, man. 10cc has some cool tracks. Okay, which ones? Jay and Silent Bob style revelry. So yeah, Rev is from Seattle, of course. Sup, couldn't get a chance to call you last week about the Fishers. Like I mentioned, I just want to hear them. Gonna go to New York soon. Maybe I can drop by for a listen. Yeah, absolutely, brother. I mean, you can come here. I'm not in New York. I'm in Atlanta, but we do have some in. Where are they? Up in they're not in New York City. They're in upstate New York, somewhere upstate somewhere. My sister loved Donna Summer. Oh, the old My Sister. I've got a friend that likes Donna Summer, right? Donna Summer was good shit. Some Madonna. Revelry and the Time and Vanity 6 aren't guilty pleasures. That's all Prince music. Yeah, agreed. Ambrosia. There you go. All good tracks by Alan Parsons mastering Drink of Water song with the organ still rocks. Yeah, these are all good stuff. Faith No More. Is that what he's talking about? Steppenwolf, Born to Be Wild. Again, that's yeah. Okay, so I can see how that's a guilty pleasure because it's so overplayed and it's such like a just a quintessential pop rock, that it's just, I could see that. I could see why that's a Katie. I was reading ahead. Why it's a guilty pleasure. Katie Lang. Okay, yeah, another one that I don't even understand. Katie Lang. Like I've tried listening to it and I still don't get it. Simply Red. Look at you there, man. There you go. Brian Ferry, Boys and Girls. Okay, yeah. So that's like Roxy music, right? Isn't it kind of like Roxy music-ish? Kiss. Okay, Wes. Kiss is a guilty pleasure. It is, man. It's one of mine too. Back in the New York Groove. Strutter. I like God of Thunder and all that shit is cool, but I like some of the weird ones. On a warm, sunny day on Sunday, walking the Venice Beach boardwalk and the Venice canals is a Los Angeles staple. Yeah, totally, dude. I know Harry Perry. And ever since the day, man, ever since I met him down in Venice Beach, I saw him at Dead shows and I got, Harold Perry. He's a good guy, man. He's just a regular dude. He's cool shit. George Michael's album Faith was awesome. Okay, so maybe Yeah, it was. I'm trying to think of the other one. Roxy Music Avalon, that's great shit, but not really guilty. John Denver, okay. Rocky Mountain. Ha! I don't know that I can relate on John Denver, dude. That's a whole genre, like, right? There's like John Denver, Gordon Lightfoot, who's that other guy? Gordon Lightfoot, John Denver, James Taylor, all kind of in that soft, soft, sandals, you know, Colorado, whatever. Um, yeah, good stuff. Mellow, soft rock, easy listening. Is that what you call it? Any other love driving with the top down, belting out Steve Miller tunes, great summer music. Yeah, you know what else is top down, great summer music is Boston. Boston is killer for that. I mean, just cranking it up in the car. It's car music and it's convertible, and really it's muscle car convertible music. Get yourself a Camaro, or something like that. Krager Mags, big engine, loud, and then crank. Boston, for sure. And Steve Miller. The Specials, Ghost Town. Again, man, talking about some ska music. Eurythmics, Golden Earring, Radar Love. Yep. Yep. That's killer. You're jamming Midnight Dawn has come to say farewell. Is that a guilty pleasure? Could be. I don't know. Neil Diamond, there you go. It's done. What is it? Sometime in America tonight. Yeah, Neil Diamond is great though, man. I mean, that's another one. Like, how can you not sing along and get into Neil Diamond when you hear it? Because it's rare. Looks Like Rain, Grateful Dead, Bobby Cheese in general. Yes, some a fine helping of Bobby Cheese. We used to make fun of Bobby with his scrunchy socks and his Daisy Dukes, man. We used to just tease. We were so Jerry fans that we were just like we were like Bobby's for the girls, man. He's not even for the guys. He's for the girls. Look at his little scrunchy socks and his freaking Daisy Dukes. It was funny. Our House by Madness in the middle of our street. I've been impressed with the recording quality of Chris Jones. No Sanctuary here. Absolutely. What's your top audiophile track in terms of recording quality? I don't know, man. I mean, there's a bunch. I don't really have one that I use different ones through different like time periods. So, Goose Slow Ready is one because I like I know how the piano comes in. I know what the vocal says, and there's some little nuances and stuff, but Chris Jones No Sanctuary is great. It's got a lot of bass, anything Donald Fagen is good, especially any of the solo Donald Fagen stuff. Some of the Elton John is also really good. Any of the what's his name, Mark Knopfler is also very good. Shangri-La, great fucking album. UK Squeeze, Cool for Cats. Okay, there you go. Bryan Adams, Phil Collins, and Bonnie Raitt. Okay, that's definitely a time period right there. Those three. Danish. Okay, so you're a Dane. And fucking A, dude. Are you in Peachtree City? Where are you? Indigo Girls, Jesus Jones. Okay, yeah, man. This is like 90s stuff, man. Early 90s. The vinyl versions of Billie Eilish blows. It's hard compressed. I like the music, but the masterings are not that great. Okay. Hot Chocolate, you sexy thing. That was good stuff. Hello, Tribe from Houston. What's up, Arun? Good to see you, man. You need a little map with pins every place there are some fissures. I know fully. I do. I will end up putting the Mikey Rig map on the site, and so y'all can go check out Mikey Rigs, and see see if you like them. Guilty Pleasure, JD Fortune led in NXS, Pretty Vegas. Warren Zevon, Werewolves of London. Album Black Lake Syndrome. Artist Bosio Levin. Stevens song Duendo. Oh yeah, that's a hi-fi favorite. That's a a very popular one for the audiophiles. I really love Dire Straits. Dire Straits is awesome, and their music is good too. It's recorded well. Roxy Music were freaking amazing. Yes, totally. Absolutely. Yeah, it's great stuff, man. I mean, none of this stuff will be reproduced or recreated. My guilty pleasure was Diana Ross and the Supremes. There you go. Right? Baby Love. Yeah, man. It's good stuff. How can you not sing along with that too? You know, we would all do a little dance, wouldn't we? You know, yeah, for sure. Let's see. Hall & Oates, totally, man. Hall & Oates is awesome. Sarah Smile. I just played that the other day, man. It's such a good tune, man. Yeah, totally, man. I can hear it in my head. But again, I don't know the lyrics. But Sarah Smile, such a good tune, man. Hall & Oates, definitely killer. Barry White, ooh, that's some more strapping music, man. Nectar, Down to Earth. Yeah, there you go. I had that album. Nelly the Elephant Track, a psychedelic long jam with the killer bass riff. Hard to stay seated on that one. Yeah, Nectar was interesting. I definitely I had that album back in the day. Cat Stevens, that's another one, man. He fits right in there with Denver and James Taylor and Gordon Lightfoot. Danzig, there you go. I've got a Danzig tat. It's not a Danzig tat, but it uses the skull that Danzig used, but that was taken from H.R. Giger. So really, I have an H.R. Giger dagger on my leg, and it has that demon skull. Neil is an animal. Amazing songs. Neil Diamond. Also, Neil Young is pretty killer too, man. Smashing Pumpkins, Billy Corgan. Yeah, he's some good shit. Depeche Mode. Yeah, Depeche Mode was serious, man. D-Light. D-Light's definitely a guilty pleasure. Grooves in the heart, right? Isn't that them? Grooves in the heart. They played that this last weekend at the disco thing we were at, but they were trying to mix in some other music, and it was just like hard for me to dance to D-Light. Greenville, you're in Greenville. Okay. Got you. Okay, well, come on down, brother. We can hang out, man. Bring your doggy. The band Church. Okay, got it. Rev, I haven't heard any Billie Eilish singles or albums on vinyl. The Fix and the Cult. She sells Sanctuary. She sells seashells by the seashore. Brothers Johnson. They're good shit, man. It's just a funny name. Brothers Johnson is just that's funny. Brothers, and then you got to throw Johnson in there, don't you? How do you disable the volume control on Rune? My guilty pleasure is The Witch Doctor and Buster Blood Vessel. Cheers. I think you go into the settings, man. Into the settings, and you go into the settings, and you go into audio. I think, and this is, dude, I'm pulling this from way back when, and then you set it to fixed volume on the output, and then it's disabled. But remember, that's going to give full tilt volume. Nazareth Love Hurts, phenomenal song. There's nothing guilty pleasure about that. That's a killer song. I love that. Talking Heads, Life During Wartime from the live album. Okay. Cool. That's good stuff. Definitely love David Byrne. Jim Croce. There you go. Again, man. Bam. Croce was right in there, man. How could I have missed Croce? DMB. Dave Matthews Band. No, I can't do Dave Matthews. I'm sorry. I know he's a legit musician, but I just can't do Dave Matthews myself. The Ghouls, World War III, kicks ass. Okay, I'll take your word for it. Mamas and the Papas. California Dream. Like, that's one. I like that tune. Blah, 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 all the leaves. It's just like what a great tune. That tune brings me back to being a kid. And in a weird way, that song to me is totally psychedelic, even though it's not psychedelic, right? You know, some of those tunes, some of those tunes, you hear them and you're like, why is this so fucking trippy to me when it's really not doing anything trippy but singing a song? And California Dreamin' to me is like psychedelic for some reason. So is Carpenter's We've Only Just Begun. That tune, like, oh my God, dude, it melts my mind. Probably because if you ever watched the movie, what was it called? Like Room 18 or Room 8 with John Cusack, and he's having a wicked meltdown in this supposed to be haunted room in a hotel. You got to watch it. And the clock radio keeps clicking on, and it's the Carpenters. We've Only Just Begun. And ever since I saw that, I'm like, oh my God, they unlocked a hidden psychedelia, like warpage. Like they unlocked the warp factor from that movie. And then now anytime I hear it, I'm like, only just begun. It just gets all melted out to me. And I'm like, oh my God, dude, what the F? This is crazy, man. It's wild shit. Best of Bread, Mother Freedom, man. Some killer stuff. You got to love Bread. I listen to the music, not to the audio equipment. Thank God you're on the right channel. Music from my red color transistor pocket radio. Sweet. I totally want to see that thing. I love it. I'll bet you it's totally awesome, man. Not really a guilty pleasure because they are amazing. Have you listened to Sparks and or watched the doc, The Sparks Brothers? I don't think so. I don't think so. I have to check it out. Billy Idol. Yeah, Billy Idol was good shit, man, for sure. What's the song I'm thinking of? Take me back, Bob Seger. Man, Seger's got so many tunes. I there's a guy that my brother plays in a band with every now and again, or my nephew rather, and this dude sings Bob Seger covers, and he sounds just like Bob Seger. I'm like, holy shit, dude, how do you do that? You're freaking awesome. It's crazy. Went to Metallica concert last month, and ever since I've been trying to get that live feel in my audio set. Any tips? Geez, that's such a big, wide thing. Yes, make sure the speakers are set up right, make sure you've got enough power, make sure your speakers can handle, juice, because typically you're trying to get live Metallica concert, vibe. You're going to be playing at a pretty good clip and your speakers can't shit the bed. So you've got to have a DAC that's not too sharp because that music can be harsh. So you've got to have a very good DAC that can pull Metallica apart and turn it into its really constituent parts of the music. So yeah, I'd have to know what your audio system is, what room you're listening in, what your speakers are. I could give you more more advice. I'm going to take a gulp of some water. It's another water night. Crystal Blue Persuasion. Killer, man. Killer tune. Billy Joel. Okay, so there's another one. Some of his stuff I get, but I really don't. I find that like Billy Joel and like the boss, Bruce Springsteen, are kind of like New Jersey, New York, blue collar music, right? Like you get it if you're a steel worker in New Jersey or New York or whatever, or like some union guy. Like those are the people that get it. No, dude. Those are the people that get it, So yeah. So I mean, for sure. Definitely both great musicians. Billy Joel, what's the tune that I like? Big Shot. Big Shot. That's the tune I like from Billy Joel. The Monkees, terrible thin sounding recordings, but fun stuff from my childhood for sure. Another psychedelic Robert Plant, Big Log. Huh. Okay. Love and Rock. Ooh, someone's throwing down Love and Rockets, man. That's some cool shit. That's like the early goth before goth was a thing, man. And now we're opening up Genesis P. Orridge. We're opening up Psychic TV. We're opening up Dolly's Car. We're opening up geez, man, industrial, you know. Yeah. So that's pretty cool. Cool stuff, man. Again, I haven't explored much of Love and Rockets, but that is a whole genre area on its own, with those other bands that I mentioned, man. Big Daddy Kane. Oh man, I haven't even heard that name in so long. Thomas Dolby, but I was into Ice Cube back in the day, man. I used to rock Ice Cube in my Datsun 240Z. Thomas Dolby, Aliens Ate My Buick. There you go. Dolby. Eyes without a face. Got no human race. Cabaret performance, the Tiger Lilies. Okay, that sounds like a guilty pleasure. Harry Chapin, Taxi, and Cats and Cradle. Okay, yeah. He was for sure one of those guys too. Judy Garland. There you go. Patsy Cline is awesome. Billy Squire, The Stroke. For sure, man. Yep, that's a guilty pleasure. That just reminded me of Foreigner, Jukebox Hero. It's like from the same era. We've only just begun. Started as a jingle for a bank commercial. Carpenters bought the rights for $500. Wow, far out, man. That's crazy. Far out, dude. That's a warped tune, man. It warps me out. Afternoon Delight. Who sang that? Ooh, Afternoon Delight. Elton John is awesome. Billy Joel, definitely not a guilty pleasure. No, neither is Elton John. Amazing recordings and amazing songs. I know you don't like PS Audio. I mean, yeah, it's not for me. It doesn't mean it's not good for others. But have you heard the FR30 speakers? I have. It has a 10. Yeah. It seems like your vibe sans any China parts. Yeah, it's made in China. That whole speaker. I asked Paul. I'm like, is that made overseas? I use the key term, overseas. Yeah, we can't make it. And it's $30,000, man, isn't it? So that's bullshit. $30,000 for a Chinese speaker. You know what you get in $30,000 with a fucking Fisher and Fisher? You get a 300-pound slate freaking cabinet. That kicks the shit out of PS Audio. So yeah, I mean, if it's your thing, go get it, man. But it's not mine. I love all music except country. I hear you. I like the old country, like the classic, country, Hank Williams and stuff like that. And then some of those guys, that's cool shit. And I really like bluegrass. I get the modern country stuff. I just can't kind of relate to it when they're singing about Yeti trucks and pickups and Budweisers and girls in shorts and whatever. Like, I get it. The people that are country can relate to all that shit. I just can't relate to it. So I'm like, okay, it's good. It's cool. I get it, but I can't relate to it. But I do like bluegrass is awesome. And then old country is cool. It's Patsy Cline and all that. Thanks for saying the girls, Mike. Cheers, man. Oh yeah, saying hello to the girls. You bet, buddy. Cheers, Bob. Thanks for bringing them to watch the show. It could be Sunshine by Love and Rockets. Oh, it could be Sunshine by Love and Rockets is great. That's cool. I'll have to check it out. Tone Loc. Bump, 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 wow, wow. Tone Loc. Ugh. Just remember that era, dude. All those bands. David Gray, Last Summer. Okay. Here's another one. Nick, oh shit, what's that guy's name? Pink Moon. Nick Drake. He's another one. He's cool. And it's also that soft stuff. Bruce Springsteen had good music, but I never cared for his voice. Strap your hands, cross my engines, baby. Yeah, it's just like, really? I don't quite relate. It was good music, and yes, and it was popular, but the, ding, ding, ding things like what is that? A xylophone? What is it like during I just, I liked more dirty rock at the time, just like that was too, I don't know what it was. Just didn't, I never got the boss. It was never my thing, but he is very good. Barry Manilow, there you go. Another one. He's the king of Sapule. It's like, he's definitely with those other guys. I forgot about Barry Manilow. That was like love songs, right? Some of the old Kansas stuff is pretty good. I almost bought a bass cabinet from Kansas Tour. It was the bass player's 415s in a cabinet, and I was going to put it with his Marshall head that I had as a Marshall cabinet, but it was for bass, not guitars, so I didn't buy it. And you can use them together, and you get a deeper thing, but people are like, no, 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 you got to put the proper head with your plexi. It's actually a master volume. But the Kansas, yeah, Kansas is cool, man. I like Kansas. Well, really, FR30 not made in US. Why 30K? Because they can. Who knows, man? I mean, and they don't even have, as far as I know, they don't even have a dealer network. So they're double stroking. They're buying it wholesale, from China, and then selling it for the dealer price, and they're not dealers. They're just selling it direct. So it's not my vibe on several levels. And I heard it. It's okay, but Fisher's totally better for sure. Hair bands, yacht rock, disco, and girly pop like Sabrina Carpenter. Who is Sabrina Carpenter? I don't think I'm really familiar with. But yeah, all that stuff is fun. Like, it's good time. It's good time music. I mean, how can you not have fun if you're, on a dance floor and you're playing that shit? It's like fun. In his concerts, Barry Manilow makes jokes about being a Barry Manilow fan. Okay. Didn't know that. Funky Cold Medina. That was just like, ouch. Yeah. But that was the time, man. It was so popular. Old Hank Williams. There you go. Sounds surprisingly good for the time they were made. Yes, for sure. Afternoon Delight was by Starlight Vocal Band. Yeah. We should make a playlist of all those like one hit wonders that were so killer. I agree, Mikey. Old country, good. Les Paul. You know it, man. I need a Les Paul. The Flying Lizards. That's a great name for a band. The Flying Lizards. It's like an MC Escher, man. Newgrass Revival. Oh yeah, man. No, I know. I'm not that familiar with it. I just like bluegrass. I love it, but I don't know the bands that much, but I do know Cherry Holmes was one that I like. It's like a family, like a brothers and sisters, and so I love a female voice in bluegrass with the guys, like in harmonies. It's awesome. Going to high school in early 80s, I saw the rise of the love ballad from REO, Styx, Journey, and Foreigner. Big time, dude. Big time. I've got a bunch of REO freaking tapes over there, dude. I've got master tapes that are from the 80s when they were recorded. Studio outtakes, dude. Take It on the Run, all that shit. REO is one of the things that I've got a bunch of. I've got a bunch of Loggins and Messina too. And then some weird, I've got one Ted Nugent. It's crazy. Celine Dion, It's All Coming Back to Me Now, and Walk Like an Egyptian. Yeah, man. Remember that? Vanilla Ice, don't do that to me. That would be a guilty pleasure for sure. Mikey, spelt your name wrong. It's all right, man. I get it. I'm picking up what you laying down. Mariah Carey, Whitney Houston. Oh, man. Those are some high notes. I just heard them. Supertramp. They're yeah, Supertramp's great though, man. Jay Ziagi gave your Meitner MA3I DAC a very positive review. He really respects Mr. Meitner. Surprisingly, he also liked PS Audio's new PMG DSD DAC. Yeah, I should send him a playback designs. He would. First of all, Jay knows good sound. Okay, Jay likes just about. We are on the same page with about anything. Look at all the things he likes a lot, and a lot of them match. He loves AGD. He likes Nat Audio, which I think were some of his favorite amps. I was thinking about sending him a Playback Designs, but there's never any free. I never have any that are just loose, and they're all sold before they're ready. I've got 7 coming in now. The first 2 just came off. They're shipping tomorrow. One guy bought 2 of them, one for home and one for his other home. And I've got Rev is getting one. So that's, and then there's 2 others that are sold. So what does that leave me? 2, Rev, 2 others that are sold, leaves me 2. I buy them in advance. I buy them 7 to 10 at a time because they run out, and so I lock them up when I can. But yeah, so it is a good DAC. It's a great DAC, and it's great in its price range, man, and it's got a streamer in it. Lambada by Kioma, especially when you are in Rio. Yeah, I'll bet, man. High Infidelity was a great album. Totally. I agree. White Zombie for sure, man. That was my favorite. What is that one called? 1969. Yeah. Zombie, what's it called? Stomp Zombie Stomp. Oh fuck. I'm brain farting. Gajang jang jang gajang jang jang gajang gang jang gajang do do do. Oh, I have the song name on the tip of my tongue. Anyways, what a great tune. The opposite is The Offspring. We used to think it was all right as kids, but not anymore. Oh, yeah, right. I don't even really remember. So, I mean, I remember the band, but I can't remember what the Pretty Fly for a White Guy. Oh, that's the oh yeah, like fly. Remember when that was a word? Like, oh, that's pretty fly. Dude, that did not fly. That's a word that dudded, Oh, that shit's fly. Oh my god. Oh, Fly Girls. Remember the Fly Girls? It was a short window on that word. Johnny Guitar Watson, real mother for you. Nice. Good stuff. What's your thought on PS Audio P15 power plant range regeneration? I'm not into it. I'm not into it. The you can regenerate it, but it still messes up the sound. You can regenerate and give a perfect sound with a sine wave or whatever, but you still got a transformer in there and you're still clamping dynamics, so it sounds better out of the wall, but you get protection if you put that regenerator in. We've done this. We've used the PS Audio things and we put it straight into the wall and put the amps into the PS Audio, and it kills dynamics, man. It's not good for sound. Much better is the Puritan Audio Designs, Puritan Audio Labs, PSM 156. It costs a lot less. It's $2,800. It's passive. It's non-current limiting. And I sell it on my website, which is 11 Stereo. So you can contact me at 11 Stereo via phone. Don't send me a damn email because I won't answer it. Free consultation if you're looking to purchase hi-fi gear. You need to talk to me. That's all there is to it. I talk to people and I consult. You can't email me. It doesn't work. I don't read emails. Please subscribe to my channel and thumbs up this video as a way to support the content. So do that now if you haven't done it, please. And I appreciate that. So the Thunderkiss there. That's it, man. Vehicle by the Ides of March, a great one-hit wonder from the 60s, would sound great on your rig. Yeah, I love doing those exploratory when you explore video, you go exploration, it's good shit. Heart, Little Queen, and some of ABBA. There you go. Yep, totally. Maple Shade Recording, best sounding music CDs on the planet, are recorded live with no mixing board. If you want to check out how good your system is, start with Clifford Jordan. Okay, cool. Thunderkiss 65. That's it. Samantha coming in. You got it, girl. That's awesome. Are you in Boston? Are you a Southie? Thunderkiss is what you are thinking of. Yeah, exactly. Samantha beat you to it. Turn it up to 11. You have to, man. That's all there is to it. Journey is a band where the lead singer died and was resurrected as a Filipino. I know, right? And he kills it, doesn't he? There's a whole documentary on it. It's great. Would you announce ahead of time if when Andreas retires from playback? Would I announce it ahead of time? No, because it doesn't matter. When Andreas retires, the company goes on. He's got a succession plan. I know who his successor is. He's very good. It'll be seamless. It won't, I mean, you guys won't know the difference. Do you buy AudioQuest cables? Do you buy AudioQuest cables as a legitimate product? So basically meaning, do I buy it? Do I accept it? No, I don't. Zeos Pantera says he only sees quality cables matter for hypersensitive IEMs. Cables are legitimate. Okay, cables do change sound, if that's what you're asking. You can absolutely change the sound with cables. AudioQuest is the most popular one, and it's got the highest profit margins, and it is hoard out quite frequently, and it's not the greatest. There isn't that much. I mean, there's nothing that you can make in wicked numbers like AudioQuest that can be that high quality, right? The true highest quality things are made in small quantities. So anytime you got to make 100,000 of something, you got to make it in China. And you know, so maybe I don't even know where AudioQuest is made. Taiwan, could be made here. I have no idea. But the raw materials are probably made in China. And then, you know, it can only be a certain level of quality. You have to make them fast. You know, you can't spend time on them. And I don't know, Zeos Pantera, is that like the Pantera rocker guy? Yeah, I mean, I have a guitar cable that will change the way your guitar sounds for sure. Mike, how come you sell the AGD Tempo? You like the monoblocks, but you didn't care for the stereo tempo? How come I sell the AGD Tempo? I don't mind the tempo. When I did the stereo tempo compared to the Jeff Roland, I thought that Jeff Roland was more for your money. The AGD is not as transparent as Roland. So the Roland is transparent to the point where you better have your upstream shit in line or it's going to reveal shit. You know, the AGD is a little more forgiving. So tempo sounds great. It's not as powerful, and it's what, $2,000 more, 43, 53, 58. So $1,500 more. I think you get more for your money with the 125. You know, that was what that was out. But I love AGD products. Eras 2 by Mocedades. Mocedades. Okay. Is Andreas building the MPD8 himself? He does the final assembly. So not too hard to get somebody else to do that, brother. Zeos Pantera is a YouTuber in his basement. Okay, reviewer. Okay, got it. I like Springsteen, but he agreed with Obama that 50% of his listeners are racist. Really? That's crazy. Like, what a ass kisser. You know, he's going to agree with Obama. That sounds like a total lick the anus statement. 50% of my listeners are racist. What a douche, dude. Can't stand that when man, you know, musicians should never get involved in politics. It is not their place, and it can ruin them. It's like, you know, like what's his name, Robert De Niro. You know, you're like, dude, you're a complete douche now. Why'd you have to do that, man? You were cool before. Now you're a complete douche. You know, shut your fucking mouth like about politics. You just shouldn't do it. You're going to lose half your fans immediately, you know? So that sounds like a butt kiss. Okay. It's an hour and 15 minutes. I'm going to scram because we have had a good conversation. If there's any burning desires that people want to, say something or ask a question, go ahead. Where are the Dixie Chicks? I don't know, man. I do not know the answer to that question. Thanks everybody for joining, and I'm going to close it down, and I will see you all on Sunday. Thank you everybody for joining, and I will see you later. See ya.